Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes. My name is Plesio, and today we're going to be doing our June free summons for 2023. Today's actually Friday. Normally I do these on Tuesdays, but I forgot, and then I forgot, and then I forgot, but I remembered today. I'm pretty sure only one banner expired since then. It was the Edelgard and Monica's battle. I did the free summon on that, and I just got a 4-star Claire, so nothing important this time. This is the first time, in the past like 3 times, this is the first time that I've gotten not a 5-star whenever I had to do my free summon off cam. But anyways, we're going to go for our arena rewards for the week, as always, for the first summon of the video. Let's see if we get a Rajat or an Annette or Caden's okay. I'm not really looking for Caden so much because let me see if GH is okay. I don't know. I think I've only got the one Caden, maybe 2, but I'm pretty sure I only got 1. And I don't usually really use beast units. Plus, he's a pretty old unit in comparison, so like his stats aren't that good. Oh, but he's completely neutral, so I am okay with that. But yeah, he doesn't have anything for fodder. Well, except for maybe a beast skill. What does he have? I don't know. It's been so long since he came out, I completely don't remember. Yeah, he's got goad beasts, but you probably wouldn't even fodder him for that. So, I mean, he's okay. I just don't really use beast units too much, and honestly, not too many cavalry units either. But anyways, next we have Bridal Belonging, which I think I have them all. I know I've gotten a couple of pins. I've gotten Sigrun, and I have Fjorm. There's no 4-star focus on this banner. That means they're all 5 stars. I don't know if I have Tanith, but I think I'm going to go for red for a Sigrun merge if there's any reds. If there's no reds, I'll go for blue. There was no blues, so I probably would have had to go for colorless for Fjorm, which I would have been fine with, but all right, we're not going to get a Sigrun. We are going to get Corrin. Also, I already tweeted about this, and I'm sure I'll say this in a summoning video before this video even goes out, but I accidentally claimed all of the orbs in my Orbin box, my Summer Mercedes fund, my emergency fund. So like the first page, the first 99 things I claimed on accident. I meant to hit back, but I hit accept. So I'm about 120 orbs richer, and at the time I did not claim my Fomortis on purpose because I didn't really have a reason to. I just kind of thought it would be funny to keep them in the inbox until I actually claimed them. So now I am about 120 orbs richer and a Fomortis richer, which is unfortunate, but you know what, that's fine. I'll just build up the orbs again, and I'll just have to be sure to know not to use... I just won't color snipe, basically. I'm going to do as much saving orbs as I can until I can summon from Summer Mercedes again. Or if there's a Summer Azura at some point this year, then I'll just use all my orbs on that. But anyways, next we have Weekly Revival 24. I guess I'll go for green because Hector has distant counter. If there's no greens, I'll go for a Tana merge, because I don't care too much for Luke. I have a Luke. But Tana, I do have a few Tanas, but she's a Lance Flyer, and I usually use Lance Flyers quite a bit, it seems like. Or they're my preferred unit anyways. Next we have Weekly Revival 73. Why does it say it ends in 1 day and not 2 days? Because today is Friday. Should be ending Sunday night, right? Or is it Saturday? I don't know. I normally summon on these on Tuesday, so I don't even remember what... I think, actually, no, it is Saturdays. It refreshes on Sunday. Okay, that sounds about right. I normally summon on these on Tuesday, so I don't even pay attention to that. But anyways, we'll summon on this, I guess... I was debating between Bernadetta and Lysithea. There's no colorless, so we'll go for Lysithea. Because I don't really use armored units, and Edelgard doesn't have really anything for fodder. So if I were to get anybody, it would be Lysithea, because she has some fodder if I don't merge her, which I would probably fodder her over merging her, because I don't really use my Lysithea. But anyways, next we have Bridal Bloom, which I like all of these characters, which is really tough trying to figure out which one I want to use my 40th, or not my 40th summon, use a summon on. There's no 40th summons on this. I think I'm going to go for Tharja, because I think my Tharja is +2. I'm fairly certain I have the Former Soul for all 3 of these. but I'm pretty sure my Tharja is +2, so we'll go for red. If I really wanted all of them, I could have summoned on this full circle because there's not a single colorless. Do we get a Bridal Tharja for our free summon? That would be pretty sick. No, but we are going to get a Larce. I didn't even realize she's in the 4-star special rate pool. I'm okay with that because I'm pretty sure she has one of those speed skills like Spurn or Repel. I think she has Repel. Where is Larce? There she is. Have I not summoned a Larce on video before? Actually, I'm sure I have. Because I know I have at least one Larce. Imagine I look over at my screen and there's an exclamation point showing that I have not summoned a Larce. Plus speed, minus res. That's actually pretty good. Regnal Astra is not something you can inherit, but she does have Repel. So that's good. I'm pretty sure I needed Repel for my Azura because I wanted to get Repel 4 from the extra Byleth I got last month. But I didn't have an extra Repel, so I very desperately looked through the Divine Code, the Divine Manual stuff, to see if there was one person with Spurn, or not Spurn, Repel, and sure enough, there was a Larce, I'm pretty sure, or somebody who I could fodder off for that. Next, we have Bridal Blessings. I'm going to go for colorless because Cordelia is my favorite on this. I'm hoping, because I already have them all. It took me a while before I got Charlotte finally, but I have them all. Oh, there's not even any blues. At some point, I want to try plus 10ing the Cordelias, but I think that'll be after Mercedes for sure, and maybe even after Chloe. So I'm going to wait to try and plus 10 the Cordelias. I don't know which Cordelia I would do first. This one is the first Cordelia ult, but the problem is she shares a color with Bridal Lyn. So I might do Summer. Well, I guess it depends on when I decide to do that and what Cordelia is up next. I might wait on Christmas Cordelia. I don't know. Next we have Heroes with Dual Skills, which I'm pretty sure this is a part of a thing going on, an event for the midpoint or whatever. Are we at the midpoint? Yeah, I guess we're at the midpoint. This is for the midpoint of special stuff. So there's going to be a few of these banners. I don't know if I'm going to do this part of the video on them. I might just record them with my phone for some of them, most of them actually. And then just show off if I get a 5-star, which chances of that are about 3% per banner. But anyways, next for this, I'm going to go for Airness. I think I have a Zell. If I don't, oh well. I know I have a couple Pints. I have foddered one off. And I know I have a few Airnesses, but I would rather have Airness of these three. If there's any blues. If there's no blues, I would have preferred to have gone for an Azel, because I don't know if I think I have one Azel. But I don't have an extra one for fodder. But we're not going to get Airness. Yeah, so whenever these banners like go on, I'll probably just wait until one's about to expire. Well, I might forget. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll probably most likely just record them on my phone, and just if I get a 5-star, I'll show it. Next we have Heroes with Ground Orders, which is a part of the same event. I would like a Petra merge, if anything. Because she doesn't have anything for fodder. Well, she has Ground Orders. And I guess attack speed form. But I'd rather merge her, because I like Petra. But we're not going to get Petra. We're going to get Cordelia, who I would have preferred to get on a couple banners ago. Just not this version of Cordelia. She has an attack speed form, right? Oh, and aerobatics. I didn't even remember that. I only remembered attack speed form for her skills. Oh, is that it? Oh, no, it's not it. Oh, I didn't get the tickets. I will be right back because I want to get those tickets real quick. So let me just pause. Look at that. I'm so close to one of the tickets, but the other tickets are so far away. All right, I have the tickets now. I wish I had grabbed those already. But anyways, for this banner, I don't even know who I want to summon for between Fur and Haether. I guess Haether because she's a mythic hero. If there's no greens, I'll go for red though. If Fur was a rearmed hero and not an ascended hero, I would probably go for Fur over Haether, but since Fur is an ascended hero, she's going to show up in the regular summoning pool. Is this my first Sylvain? It's not letting me click. My first regular Sylvain? It is. I didn't even realize I didn't have regular Sylvain. Kind of forgot that regular Sylvain was even a thing, to be honest. Okay, there's no green, so we'll go for red. Maybe we can get an ascended Fur. Wouldn't that be nice? It's not Ascended Fur, but that is fur. So if there's no reds or greens, blue is the color to go for. Well, first we had a green, and then they took away my green, and then we had a red, and they took away my red, so now we have to do blue. Next circle is going to be all colorless. Hey, Cordelia again. Again, would have preferred you on the bridal banner as Bridal Cordelia, but that's okay. Okay, there's one green. The reason I didn't summon this was because I wanted to save orbs for the summer banners that are just around the corner, and the only characters being added to Fae, the Binding Blade characters. I never played Binding Blade, so I don't know any of the characters besides Fur, and like most of the mythic heroes, I haven't really cared too much for, so I didn't really care for summoning for Haether. Wow, we didn't. We got 2 chances to summon for Haether, 1 chance for Fur, and then 2 chances for Noah. If we're going off of just the free summons. So we didn't get anybody, but so far so good in terms of our 5 stars. So that was all of those free summons, and on to the next free summon. It's a new day and it's a new free summon, and today we have quite a few free summons, I assume. I haven't actually looked, but today's actually Tuesday this time, so I'm actually on schedule. First up, we have this one, the arena reward for the week, and we have a green, luckily. Don't always get a green, so it is nice to see a green. Who do we get? Do we get a Rajat or a Nanette finally? No, we get Nagi, but Nagi's pretty good, I think. I think I can make a +8 or a +9 Nagi. I know I fought off 1 Nagi. I can't remember if I currently can make a +8 or a +9, or if I didn't fodder off the 1. But I have gotten a lot of Nagis, so I'd have to check. Plus speed, minus attack. So not the best IVs, but I'm pretty sure I've already gotten good IVs for her because I've summoned so many of her. I don't mind another Nagi, even though I have a ton of them, because if I summon a lot of Nagis, that's just extra distant counter fodder. And then if I get enough Nagis, I won't feel bad about merging into a +10. But next we have the new power banner, which also has Nagi on it. But I think I'm going to go for red if there are any reds. I don't have Rudolph, but I don't really care too much for him because he's an armored unit. Actually, I don't even know if I don't think I do, but I'm going to go for red if there's any reds. If there's no reds, I'll go for blue. But there's 2 reds, so I will be going for Igreen. It's funny her name's Igreen whenever she's a red unit and not a green unit. We didn't get Igreen. We did get a dragon unit though. After we just got Nagi, we got Tiki right after. It's kind of funny. Next we have Heroes with Glimmer. I don't remember if the previous one expired. The previous one might have expired. But anyways, I'm going to summon on blue because I like Happy and Dimitri. I have them all. So preferably a Happy for a merge or fodder. Most likely merge at this point. I think I might have missed one of the free summons for the event. I don't remember. If I did, well, if I didn't miss it, then I didn't get anything from it because I would have remembered. Yeah, I would have remembered, but I didn't get anything if I didn't forget it. All right, next we have Weekly Revival 25. I think I want to go for a Sonya merge. I did grab Sonya from the Forma, the Hall of Forms, whenever she was in it. So I wouldn't mind getting more Sonyas to eventually +100. That's another green unit that I could get from the arena free summons that I have not gotten really any yet. I don't think, maybe I've gotten 1 Sonya from it. I don't remember. Next we have Weekly Revival 59. Which I don't think I have Percival, but I don't really need him. I think I'm going to go for Igreen again. Yeah, because I already have Laram and Igreen, but I think I'd rather go for an Igreen. For, if nothing else, fodder, because she has Life and Death 4 and Special Spiral 3, which are both really nice skills to have. Oh, I thought we got a 5-star. No, it's just Paula. I do wish they did something other than Fairy for Paula, because I'm not really a fan of most of the Fairy outfits, but it is what it is. Next we have Heroes with Reposition, which is part of the event free summons. I think I have them all. I have Wolf, and I have Lilith, and I have Farina. I think I'm going to go for Wolf, though, because he's got Life and Death 4. Farina is pretty good with fodder, too, but I think I'm going to go for Wolf. If there's any colorless. If there's no colorless, I'll go for blue, obviously, because that's my only other option. But there's 1 colorless and 1 blue. So I'm going to go for the colorless. Okay. So I think at the end of the week, today's the 13th. I think at the end of the week is whenever, I think it's the 19th. I don't remember. In a few days, we'll get the trailer for the next summer banner, and then hopefully, I wouldn't mind a summer Azura, but I know I won't be able to plus 10 her this year because I don't have nearly enough orbs to do so. Next, we have heroes with rally skills, which I have them all as well. I kind of want Louise. I feel like Louise has the best fodder here for what I use. If there's any colorless. If there's no colorless, okay, there's one. I probably would have gone for Moose Spell because I do have a couple Moose Spells, but I wouldn't. He has pretty decent fodder for dragon units. I think he's a dragon. But I don't really use dragon units a whole lot, which is why I haven't foddered off my extra Moose Spell that I have. Maybe 2, I don't remember. Is he a dragon unit? He is, okay. Next we have the double special heroes banner for this month. Honestly, I don't think I have either of the male Byleths, but I think he's the 4-star demo, so it doesn't really matter. Maybe I do have one as a 4-star. I don't think I have Lind and Sarah. I don't think I ever summoned on this banner, actually, on that banner. I know I don't have Elm. Beast and Trace would be a nice skill to have, but I don't think I would fodder off my only Elm. And I have Triandra. I don't remember if I have Elise. I think I might have gotten one Elise. But anyways, I think I'm going to summon on red, honestly, because I don't have Lind, and it's always nice to have the harmonized duos. If there's no reds, I think I'm going to go for green for an Elm. But this banner would be a nice one to summon on. The problem is, like, nobody really sticks out too much to me for me to, like, go for a lot. Like, I wouldn't mind more Triandras. But other than that, okay. We're not going to get Lind, but we are going to get Camilla, which I'm okay with because I only have the one Camilla. I don't even remember what her IVs are. Do I only have one? I think I only have one. But another Camilla is always nice to have. She doesn't really have anything that you would fodder her off for, but merging her is really nice. So she's plus res, minus defense, which I don't remember what mine's. I think I have plus attacker, plus speed, which, no, wait, I don't have plus speed because I know plus speed is bad for her. But I already have like decent, or at least relatively neutral IVs for Camilla, so I don't necessarily need more Camillas, but I wouldn't mind. I'm not going to say no. Actually, she does have really good fodder. Seal res 4 and attack res hold. If I don't feel like murdering her, I might actually fodder her. But that was all the free summons. Oh yeah, and I did go for Hinoka on this. I think I tweeted out about it. I didn't get anybody before the 40th summon, so I just used my 40th summon on Hinoka. Got that free Hinoka, and then foddered off that free Hinoka to my Legendary Zera. If I summoned an extra Hinoka beforehand, and if I didn't, like, if it wasn't a 40th summon Hinoka, I wouldn't have foddered her off right away. I would have probably waited and maybe merged her. But since it was a 40th summon, it wasn't a legitimate summon, in my opinion. So I'm like, that's one to use for fodder, or one to not really care too much about. So I foddered off to my Legendary Zera. So Legendary Zera now has Wings of Mercy 4 and Attack Speed Catch 4. But anyways, that was those free summons, and on to the next free summon. It's a new day, and it's a new free summon, and today we have quite a few free summons. First off, we have, as always, well, not always, but as most of the time, we'll be starting off with the arena free summon for the week. And we did get 2 greens. So far, there's only been a couple of weeks since I started this that I didn't get any greens. So do we get Rajat? Do we get Annette? Do we get Sonia? Brave Micaiah. Honestly, I wouldn't mind a Nagi now either, because I just need one more Nagi to have a plus 10 Nagi. And, like, I have a plus 1 Nagi right now, but I have 7, no, I guess 8 combat manuals for Nagi. I just need one more to plus 10 her. So I would not mind another Nagi, but we did get Brave Micaiah, which is fine. I think this is my 3rd one, maybe my 4th, I don't recall. And plus res, minus attack, which isn't honestly the worst for her. I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure attack is probably her best stat, but res is also really good for her. I don't know what mine's IVs are.
If we can.
But yeah. All right, so there is that free summon. We still have a few more. We have the Tempest Trials free summon, which I think I'm going to summon on green, even though she does color share with a 3- and 4-star Shez. I'd rather have a Shamir than a Catherine. Because I think if I merged all of my Shamirs, I'd have like a +5 or 6 Shamir. I'm pretty sure. Because I have a +1 Shamir, and I have quite a few combat manuals of her. Okay, we did not get Shamir. We got Wrath. All right. And now we get heroes with solo skills, which I have them all. But who would be the best? I want to go for Dimitri, I think. Yeah, I'll go for Dimitri. Because if there's no blues, I'll go for green. But Dimitri is... Of these characters, okay, there's no blues. I would have preferred a Dimitri so I could work on trying to +10 my fallen Dimitri, but there was no blues. Fallen female Morgan wouldn't be too bad either, because Dive Bomb is pretty good. Okay, we're going to get fallen female Morgan. I think this is my 3rd or 4th one. There we go. Plus defense, minus attack. So this one, I'm pretty sure, I don't remember what mine's IVs are. Oh, well, whoever was in this slot last month, or whatever month, had the opposite IVs of what this Morgan has. Plus defense, minus attack. Plus attack, minus... I guess you could technically just do plus attack, minus attack for a neutral character, because they would be technically both plus and minus attack at the same time. Plus and minus every stat, I guess. All right. And now we get heroes, or weekly revival 26, which I really want to go for Azura, for another Azura. If there's no blues, I'll go for green, though. I wouldn't mind Deirdre's for merging up my Deirdre, but I'm going for greens on the arena tickets, so, like, my chance of getting Deirdre in that, there's a chance I could get Deirdre's from that. Okay, we're not going to get Azura. We did get somebody else with blue hair. I could spin 4 orbs and see if I can get a Deirdre, but I'm not worried about trying to +10 Deirdre right this instant, but I would like to try and +10 her sometime. Any day now. There we go. Next we have a weekly revival 60, which I have them all. I think Marita is the best one for fodder because she has close call and a bunch of other stuff. Like, obviously these aren't like the best of the skills of each of them, but like they're good for like if you want to give more than one skill to somebody. So yeah, I'm going to go for red. If there's no reds, I'll go for colorless, because I'm pretty sure I've only gotten 1 Eleonora. Okay, there's no colorless, but there are 2 reds. All right, we got the smoke. Oh, we got... Okay, I'm like, we had a different Marita. No, this is Sayuri. Okay. Nice. Sayuri, I forget, is also in the 4-star special rate pool. Because for me, Sayuri just seems like she's a really recent character. I guess she may not be as recent as I thought. This is not my first one, though, is it? No, I have at least one other one. Plus defense, minus HP. What does she have for fodder? Kestrel stance. Oh, she also has close call. Plus defense, minus HP. Maybe that's why I thought she was Marita. Well, okay. She doesn't just look like her silhouette looks kind of like a Marita of some kind, but it was just Sayuri. All right, next we have heroes with lull skills, which I have them all. I think I would really like a Guinevere merge. I don't think my Guinevere has been merged yet, and I really want to. I feel like I always forget about Guinevere, and she's such a strong unit too, because she has effective against magic foes. So I think I'm going to go for blue. I would love to try and plus in my Guinevere at some point. Not today though. Not on this banner. At some point, I'd like to try and plus in Guinevere, but probably not for a good little bit. I always forget about Guinevere, though. She's on one of my Aether Raids teams, maybe more than one, but she's on one of my Aether Raids teams, so I still use her quite a bit. But I don't really play Aether Raids. I just do the auto battle thing for Aether Raids, the dispatch. But she's still on that. All right, well, that was all of those free summons, and on to the next free summon.
It's a new day, and it's a new free summon, and today we have the final free summons of June. Today is the last day of June, June 30th to be exact, which is obviously the last day of June. And first off, we have our arena reward for the week. Ooh, lots of greens. We're going to go with this one. I'm pretty sure you can hear it. Yeah, it shows you can hear it, whatever. All right, do we get a Rajat or anybody else that I'm looking for? Nope, we get a Memori. I think we got a Memori last month, or the month before, or something like that. That's okay. Memori got a refine, didn't she, at some point? I don't know if it was recently or not. Oh, my browser, my Windows Explorer is not cooperating very well. Where is it? It's up here. Oh, still more. There it is. Okay. Mamori. What IVs are you? Plus attack minus speed. I don't know what my Mamori's IVs are, but this doesn't seem too bad. Especially since it was free. Alright. I was hoping that that ticket would give something good, since that was the first ticket I've ever gotten in Arena Tier 20? Or whatever the highest tier in Arena is right now, because I have my first ever crown. But either way, we have more free summons to get through. We have a lot, actually. I waited until today. I made sure none of these would expire before today. I waited until today so then we could do them all at once, instead of having two separate clips at the very end, because today is Friday, and I would have done them on Tuesdays. But anyways, let's go for this one. I'm going to go for blue if there's any blues. Okay, there's no blues, so we'll go for red. There's not even any greens, even if I wanted a Bastion for some reason. Would have liked a blue, though, for potential Marianne merge or fodder. We're not going to get Fallen Male Morgan either. We're just going to get a Corrin. All right. Next, we have the Hall of Forms revival or focus. I'm either going to go for Larce or a Julia merge. I don't have Larce, and I would like a Julia merge. So I'm going to go for... oh, great. Of course, it gives me one of each. I don't know which I want to go for. Probably, I'd more likely use the Julia merge than I would the Larce. Even though I don't have that Larce. All right, well, I guess I should have gone for green. I would rather go for a Julia merge. I am going to use a Formisol on the Julia, or on my Hall of Forms Julia, because I do want to merge up my Julia at some point. But yeah. Next we have Summer Vacation, which has Edelgard, Dimitri, Claude, and Micaiah. I mean Edelgard and Altina. I have them all. I think I'm going to go for green for a Dimitri merge. If there's no greens, I'll go for red, because a Harmonic Hero merge would be nice to have a little bit increased resonant battle scoring, but there is a green, so we'll go for green, because I'd rather have a Dimitri merge than an Edelgard merge. I thought it was Dimitri for a second. It's a different shirtless dude with an axe. I still don't know how to pronounce his name, and I don't know if it's appropriate to say at any point. I'm going to call him Dayek. I think this is my third one? Maybe my fourth, I don't know. But anyways, I have at least two before this guy, I know that. All right, plus attack, minus HP. Oh, perfect. What whoever had in that slot last time had the exact same IVs. All right. Next we have Weekly Revival 27. I think I'm going to go for a Jafar merge if there's any colorless. If there's no colorless, my only option is colorless. I mean, green is an option too, but there's no green focus heroes. All right, no Jafar. We get a Merlinus instead. That is okay. All right, next we have Weekly Revival 61. I have them all. I have a few Fiora for fodders. I don't plan on merging her. I have like one or two Kyrias. Not really concerned with merging her either, but I wouldn't mind merging Layla or getting a Layla for fodder. So I'll go for colorless again, if there's any colorless. If there is no colorless, I would have preferred to go for blue. Not just because Fiora is a more recent hero, but also because Fiora is a Lance Flyer. There is a 3-star, unfortunately, so it's just a forest. That is okay. Next we have Summer Vibrance. So for this banner, I am most likely going to summon on this banner before it ends. I don't know if we're going to get any, if we're going to know who the next summer heroes are going to be before this banner expires. So it's going to be a bit of a gamble. I might use all of my orbs to go for Mercedes, or I might not, depending on if I don't know. If we don't get confirmation, if we don't get like a trailer or a silhouette before this banner ends, I'll probably summon on this banner with all of my orbs to try and get some Mercedes merges. But if we do get a Silhouette or a Data Mine or something like that, and we find out that there's either Fate's character or a confirmed Azura on the next summer banner, then I will not summon on this. But most likely we won't get that before this banner ends, so unless it's a Data Mine. And then we find out either the characters or what games they're from. Preferably just the games they're from, because if there's somebody from Fates and we don't know if it's Azura or not, I'll probably just hold off on summoning for Mercedes and just wait until next time she comes around. But either way, we're going to summon on all of the reds in this circle. There are 3 reds. So technically, this one was the only free summon. If we get a Mercedes, that would be great, though. Because then I would have 1 more Mercedes for my merge project. Unfortunately, there is no 40th summon on these rerun banners. I feel like 40th summons should be like a given on any banner, but that's just me. Instead of just the Hall of Forms and the new heroes and special heroes and the legendaries and mythics and stuff like that, I feel like it should be all banners. We got Eliwood and Roy. That's kind of funny. Do we get a Lilina to get some sort of trio? Or Lyn even? Because Lyn is in Blazing Blade. I don't know. Ideally Ninian, but there are no red Ninians that I can summon here. Okay, well, you're nowhere near what I was going for, Scathach. Alright, so no Summer Mercedes here. That's okay. My appearance rates are going to be slightly increased for if I summon on this banner, which most likely I will, but we'll see. Next we have the Hats in the Ring focus, which is going to be our next voting gauntlet, I believe. So obviously I'm going to go for blue because they're all blue. Ideally, I'd like a Nephany merge. But a Harden wouldn't be too bad either, because I already have Harden, so if I get another one, I could use him for fodder. Because I don't think I would merge him. We're going to get Tatiana, though. I don't get her too often, so I honestly thought she was a 5-star for a split second. All right. How many more do we have? We still have a few left. So we have the Summer Passing banner, which I have them all. I have a +10 Summer Loot. I have a Selena, and I have a Mia. And I think I used a former on Joshua one time. So I think I'm going to go for colorless just because of the Resonant Battle scoring. But if there's no colorless, I'll go for green for a Selena. Okay, there's 2 colorless. I'm not going to summon on more than just the 1, though. Alright, we're not going to get a Summer Mia. Have we gotten any? We haven't. No, we got Ninja Camilla from the double special banner free summon. So we did get 1 seasonal free summon this month, which is kind of cool. Alright, next we have Tiki and Ninian's battle, which is the Bound Hero battle right now. I'm going to go for blue because I'd rather have a Ninian merge than a young Tiki merge. There's no reds anyways. We might even get a 5-star Nils, which would be... Wait, Nils is 5-star, isn't he? I'm thinking of the Halloween Nils where he was a green and he could be a 4-star because he was the Tempest Trials reward. Never mind, Nils is a 5-star. I'm fairly certain. Otherwise, I'd probably have more than him. More than just how many I have. I don't know why I forgot he was a 5-star. Probably because he doesn't offer much. All right. Oh, and that was not the last one. We still have the Guinevere free summon. So for this banner, I'm not going to summon on it because I have most of these characters. I have... Okay, I don't have most of these characters. I have Alear. I have Chloe. I have Xander, Fomortis, and maybe Hell. So like I have like half of them almost. Who's this? Geoffrey. Probably not going to go for blue, even though I would like a Chloe merge. I think, what's the best color for me? Honestly, not really any of them really stick out to me. Red, I don't have Yuri or Veronica, but I have Alear, and I guess Alear does have good fodder if I do get an extra Alear, so that's fine. I do want Guinevere because I do like Guinevere, but the problem is there's Fomortis, which I already have because of the Hero Rises, and I don't really like Armor Units anyways. And then there's Asker, which I don't really care too much for Asker. He didn't really stand out to me in his story. So really, I only want Guinevere from colorless. Green, I'm not really too keen on. Hathor is okay since I don't have her, but I don't think I really need Hathor. I don't remember if I have Hell or not, but I don't really necessarily need her. And then blue, 2 of them are just regular units, and then there's Allure, which I don't have Allure or Jeffrey, and I wouldn't mind a Chloe merge. So honestly, blue is the most favorable color, but I think I'm going to go for colorless anyways for the potential for Guinevere. If there's no colorless, I guess I'll go for blue. There's 3 colorless. I'm glad I didn't do all that debating and decide to go on green because there's not a single green on that circle. Because I talked a lot about who I want to go for. Because this banner is just kind of, it's not the greatest for me. We're not going to get anybody though. We're just going to get Brady. So all in all, not too bad. Looking at the gender ratios, there's 2 guys, and then the other 7 are female, are girls. That's interesting. What are the chances of that, honestly? Oh, I guess there's probably more girl characters than boy than. There's probably more ladies than dudes in Fire Emblem Heroes anyways, so that's probably not that weird of a chance. Because on this banner, a little more than a third of them are male. We have Yuri, Jeffrey, Xander, Asker. Does Fomortis even count? I mean, I guess doesn't he have Leon's body? Yeah, he has Leon's body, but I don't know what Fomortis is, if he even counts. So we'll say just a little more than a third. And that's just like, but whatever. Like, the chances of this are not as slim as I thought they were initially. But yeah, hopefully in the next week we get to a Rajat, an Annette, a Sonia, or even a Nagi right now. If I get one more Nagi, I will have 11 Nagis. I'll have 9 Nagi combat manuals that I can merge into my +1 Nagi, and then I will +10 my Nagi. If I didn't fodder off one of my Nagis, I could do a +10 Nagi right now. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below how your luck went for June. This is June, right? Yep. Let me know down in the comments below how your luck went for June. Clearly, my luck was pretty good. I think Nagi, Kaden. Wait, was Kaden even one? I don't even remember. So Momori for sure, because we got her today. Nagi. How many? Forget about who we got. Which one were them? How many were the? We had 4 tickets. So 4 of them. So a little less than half of the free summons were from the tickets. So we got at least. Why is that lined up? No, whatever. Why is it not lining up? I'm just going to do that. Is that lined up? Close enough. That was slightly off for some reason. I don't even know why. But anyways, yeah, we got pretty lucky this month. 5 free summons that were not the tickets. I don't believe there was any freebie 5 stars this month. I believe it was just actual free summons. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below how your free summons went, and I will see you in the next video. Stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye.